Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I'm back with another video. I'm here with Mega Good Vibes today. Say hi, Mega. Hey, you little love bug. She just wants to hold hands. Okay, so I have a reading here for you guys, but before I begin, I just wanted to thank you guys for connecting with me in the personal readings and just your overall support being here on the channel. It really means the world to me, guys, to connect with a community of people who are having a very unique experience, and you are really walking the path with a lot of conviction and faith. And many of you know by now, we are on this journey together to destroy old paradigms of fear and worry and just charge forward with our heartfelt desires. I want to remind you guys that we are manifestors and creators of our own life experience. And it takes positive movement forward, okay? Do one small action towards your goals and dreams every day, and before you know it, you will start realizing that you really are in charge of creating the very life experience that you want to achieve here on earth. And there's a lot of hidden maps within your consciousness that will lead you there. You just have to tune in and listen and do the things that make you feel good and healthy. And I know a lot of us have had very traumatic experiences growing up, but what I want to say to all of you is that I want you to remind your inner child that the adult you is never going to let any kind of trauma happen to you ever again, okay? I want you guys to constantly remind yourselves of that. Give yourselves a big hug and just remind yourself you're there for you now, and the ball's in your court, okay? So Meg is totally kind of laying all over the cards here, but that's okay. I'm just going to move them around and get started now with the reading. Okay, so I feel like the feminines are experiencing a lot of positive change, and the pain that she's experienced, or the confusion, or any worry or doubts are now being transformed, because she's been put in a position now where sometimes we have no choice but to walk away and question the journey. And I want a lot of you to know that's such a normal part of this process, and it will continue to happen. There's a lot of you who are separate from your twin flames right now and have yet to look forward to what it's like to live with them, or to expand and grow your relationship in a way that the lessons are a little bit more deeper in terms of what you have to teach humanity. Okay, so I wanted to start off this reading with the Ten of Pentacles, because I feel like this is Earth sign feminines. What I get from this is that she's adorning herself in fruit, and that tells me that she's ready to take care of herself, and that's the answer to the confusion that she's been feeling. It's time to disengage, and it's time to connect with her thoughts and find out which thoughts are really there to support her on this journey, and which thoughts are there to deter her and cause detours and obstacles. An important part of this card that I get is that the masculine is observing the feminine in this energy of taking care of herself, and it's very magnetic. And the reason it's magnetic is because you're twin flames. So when you feminines step back and you pour a lot of energy into your own well-being, you mirror this energy to the masculines. If you look, he's like on his knees just watching and trying to figure out why or how she's able to do this despite of the heavy thoughts between them. Okay, and speaking of heavy thoughts, I've got, the Seven of Chalices here, and he's thinking about her very, very heavily. He's thinking about future plans with her, and that's very scary for a lot of the masculines, because they never have really thought about taking life this seriously before. Like, many of you are in situations where your masculine is like the ideal bachelor, and there you are walking into his life and you turn it upside down. So exploring thoughts of having a family, being very bonded and intimate with a woman, it's very triggering, okay? Like with the turtle here as well, it's like a safe haven. Like this is the oldest representation of earth energy to me. And, you know, if you'll notice, the turtle kind of like tucks himself away in his shell, and that's like a safe place. And that's what the masculines are wanting to create with the feminine and for the feminine, as she does with him. But the reason it's very triggering for him is because, to me, like, it reminds me of this King of Swords energy. Okay, where it's like he's mastering getting out of his thoughts about past relationships and past connections with the feminine energy itself. And maybe they weren't always reliable or positive or warm or fulfilling. And as you can tell, like even with his king energy now, like this card tells me he will no longer be deceived by negative thoughts that let him know he's unworthy of experiencing love. And I think that that's because with the feminine like kind of walking away and claiming her own self-worth, that awakens him to this journey even more in my eyes, because there's a lot of guilt associated with pushing someone away that genuinely loves you, especially when you step away and like, you know, like you're really able to take charge of your own thinking and connect with the thoughts that make you feel good and who was there for you. And, you know, when they go through a lot of like pain and stuff like that, they think about the feminines, because to me, it's like, okay, who's the one person that's always been there for me? We've all done this as kids too, guys. You know, when you were kids and you would have moments of like having a tantrum or just feeling really alone when you were younger, and then you would close your eyes and just really think of a lot of the people who were there for you, and then you feel better, you feel kind of hopeful. To me, like that's how he feels with the feminine energy in his life. And that's what's making him want to keep an eye on her and watch whatever it is she's doing to help move herself positively out of this heavy energy. Because, you know, with the King of Pentacles here, he wants her in his world, in his space. But now with her hiding and like her trying to like cover up her genitals or like her private areas there, it's almost like it's making her think and question, you know, what do I really want? And it's making him rise to the occasion of what she wants. He's able to connect with how to embody himself when the feminine starts putting a lot of effort, time, and energy into healing herself and taking care of herself, and not really giving too much care about whatever it is that's going on with him and stuff like that. And I think that this is very freeing for her, because she's like, holy crap, like this is where my energy has been going, because now that I'm no longer thinking about this connection. And the thing is like the angels are supporting this energy too, where somehow she just feels numb to the connection. They can't feel each other energetically, which is so strange. But I think that there's a lot of strength that's being provided to the feminine now to, you know, allow herself this time, energy, and space to just be herself and not live in fear over this connection. And the masculines are feeling it. They can't even connect with her sexually right now. Whereas before, I think her energy was very giving, even in the fifth dimension, being very open. But I see a lot of the feminines, it's like, you know, for a fact, you think about your counterpart 24/7. It's just a natural part of this journey. Sorry, guys, let me just clean off the fur here from her again. Okay. It's like, you know, you think about your counterpart a lot, especially very sexually as well. And I feel like even when these thoughts come up for you, feminine, you're like, no, I don't even want to think about it right now. I don't even want to think about you. I just want my space, my time. I just want to be free. I just want to be alone. I want to binge on Netflix. I want to cuddle up with my cats and be in my pajamas all day and just enjoy my alone time. And like I said in that Ten of Pentacles, that's what that looks like when the feminine says that. Like, she's like, dude, I'm not even picking up my phone. I'm not even checking any apps whatsoever to know about your whereabouts. I am just gonna sit here and indulge myself. And it's like he can tell that there's this energy there that is pulling him towards her. The Judgment card comes up as well, because to me, this is like my truth of the twin flame journey card, because there's that third energy that's constantly pulling them together, that invisible red string that ties them together. And if you'll notice, I mean, it's not an instrument he's blowing into, it's a flower. And to me, it's almost like Cupid shooting the flower at the both of them to constantly remind them of the love that they feel with each other. And it's okay to take your time apart. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to be in silence. But at the end of the day, you can't avoid what comes back around. And that's just what's up. That's what's going on. I've got the Seven of Swords here, okay? And to me, the tulips in the card there, the beautiful ones in the background, it represents that not every seed will ripen in a day. So the connection needs nurturing, and now it's time for the feminine to be looking off at the beautiful flowers. And now I feel like the masculine's contemplating a lot of the pain that they're going through, and they're seeing just how much it is not the feminine's job to carry that weight. You have to heal from the wounds that other people have caused, masculine. It's not up to the feminine to somehow make up for that. And I think that to end off this reading, the Justice card is really sinking in deep for him right now. The feminines are enjoying and the masculines are learning that you must give yourself in love and pay the prices for past mistakes. I mean, you might have made mistakes with others in your past. Others might have made mistakes with you, errors that cannot so easily be corrected. But at the end of the day, you have to give in to what feels authentic, what feels true, what feels good, and trust that and take action towards that every day. And that's the overall energies of what's in the air right now for the two. All right, guys, I will be on live tonight at about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I plan to just kind of open up a little bit about my own journey and get close and personal with you guys, because I do appreciate your presence on my channel and for helping me to grow this into a place that can assist others on their path as well. Not every reading is meant for everyone, and I know that. I just ask you guys to take with you what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because again, I want to end this off by letting you know you are divine creators of your experience, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon, and take care. Me and Mega love you guys, and we're always here to support you. Thank you to those of you who donate to the channel. A special thank you to Marie K and your lovely message, Soul Sister. Thank you. And my beautiful AG, thank you so much for your continued support. I want to give a special mention to a very dear friend of mine, Tracy, who continues to support me on this journey. And just all of you who are here liking, commenting, subscribing, I just appreciate you. Okay, guys, I feel like I don't say it enough, and I really want to express that. I'll see you guys tonight, and take care, and I'll see you in the next video if I miss you on the live. Bye, guys.